Hello there, you've reached my channel Cosmic Vibrations. This is going to be a daily tarot reading for December 2nd, 2020. I'm going to do one main card, which is the main message of the day, and then five detailed cards underneath it. If you would like to skip through this part, you can always skip ahead by going to the timestamp down below in the description box, and that way you can skip this part. So here we go. Let's do this one. My upstairs neighbors are being kind of active right now, so if you hear noises in the background, that's what that is. They're walking around on the floor up there. And fairly soon there will be the general readings for the month of December for the 12 signs of the zodiac. It's just being delayed slightly right now because I have a whole bunch of other things that I am supposed to be doing right now, so I'm trying to juggle everything. And we'll see. This is for December 2nd, 2020. And this reading may or may not resonate. That's up to you to decide whether it's for you or not. Okay. Ozzy, no. Ozzy, quiet. Quiet. No, there's nobody there. I don't know why that wanted to come out. Okay, let's flip these over. Oh. There it is again. Excuse me. My dog and I just got caught out in a snowstorm, and I'm a tiny bit stuffed up from being, or just, you know, snuffly from being outside in the snow. All right, I'm going to pick another card to go with this before I start. Okay. This is for December 2nd, which is a Wednesday, 2020. It looks as though you're disappointed about something today, or something does not work out the way that you planned today. Or there may be some kind of a missed opportunity here. There's a couple of different ways I can interpret this. So let's look at the other cards. One way I could read this is that there is a missed opportunity, which you're upset about because you needed to act quickly on your feet or decide quickly, or there's a lot of things up in the air, and a hidden opportunity might have come your way that you missed, and so you're kind of disappointed about it. Another way I could read this is that something from the past simply is just not working anymore, and you're realizing that it's time to go and choose to go on a completely different path, whatever this might have to do with. Somebody may have leapt into a relationship too quickly, and it turned out not to be the way that they thought. That's another way I could read this, but ultimately I would like to focus on positive, which is that you are moving away from disappointment towards getting up enough courage to take some kind of a leap of faith. And this involves being quick on your toes, or deciding quickly, or just being brave and doing it. This new situation seems like it can't be predictable, or it can't be predicted on how things will happen. You just have to have the bravery to jump into it. But it might be that you're struggling with a little bit of doubt on taking this risk because of past experiences. If you end up losing something because you didn't move fast enough, it may have not necessarily been the opportunity for you. You might have realized that today, that you have a lot of potentials and possibilities available to you. And so just because you lost one opportunity, it looks as though there's a lot of opportunities available to you, and that was just one of them. So if one of them doesn't work out, don't become discouraged, because there are plenty of other ones. So your next card is Lightning, otherwise known as the Tower. So something strikes you today. You become aware of something today. There's a sudden change or sudden shift that happens today. Sometimes this can mean arguments with people or fighting. This could be sudden news that's disappointing that comes out of the blue. It could be that your plans have been temporarily disrupted by something, but let's look more into it. It can also be a flash of awareness as well, or a flash of insight. What does this lightning have to do with? A message. Tell me more about this message. It might be that you receive an unexpected message, which gets you in touch with your emotions, or forces you to deal with your emotions today. Since this is a page, this could have to do with a child as well, or a young person. Maybe a young person tells you something that shocks you today and makes you aware of something. Or a young person in your life could be quite brilliant and surprises you with the things that they say, which brings you a lot of pride that they're so intelligent. This can be receiving notice about somebody in the family, a mother figure or a sister or an aunt, or it could be something to do with a child. Let me get more on it. Whatever this change has to do with, ride with it. Don't let it upset you too much. This is reminding me of this. There's a lot of things happening right now and a lot of opportunities. The tide is getting higher, or the tide is getting stronger in what seems like, if you go with it without necessarily knowing what you're doing, that you'll end up in a good spot. But something about all of this change can be a little bit shocking. But go with your gut feelings or your emotions on this. This may not even be a negative surprise at all. It may just simply be a surprise. It might be that somebody is surprised to find out that they're expecting a child, or some new situation in their life is arriving, and it all of a sudden hits you that that's definitely what's happening. But either way, it looks nice to me. So here's your new beginning, the Ace of Wands. So let's see what this has to do with. It definitely involves you taking action or initiative in the situation. Yeah, it's like whatever wasn't working out before is now being completely eliminated out of your life. And there's something new coming in that involves your courage and going with it. Your plan might be to decide on one thing out of two situations that you have going on, or to simplify things, to sort through things and release anything that doesn't seem to really be growing right now, so you can really focus on the things that are growing. You might be juggling a lot, whether it's multiple jobs, co-parenting in with work, or relationships in with work, or whatever this happens to be. You're juggling a lot and you're trying to balance things. You might have two opportunities that you need to choose from. So it definitely involves you taking a break to really tune in with yourself on which choice feels right to you to take, or what you should do about this situation. It does seem like you have to take a leap of faith rather suddenly, or things are starting to speed up. And so make sure you're still taking time out to really tune in and know, to get the answers within, to get enough sleep at night, to make sure that you're well rested so you can handle all this action. It looks like a lot going on right now, and a lot of juggling, or a lot of being adaptable and trying to stay balanced in the middle of change or oscillation. So don't forget to take it easy, and the answer will come to you. You'll know what to do. It seems as though some of you are regaining your balance. And then you have this card again, the Golden Palace. So let me get more on that. You definitely have something that you want. This is reminding me of antiques, or that you have certain treasure that you would like to share with the right person or the right situation, or this is an old dream of something that you have wanted for a long time, and you feel very motivated towards doing whatever is necessary to bring this into your life. there might be something in particular that you want, whether it's a particular house, a particular piece of land, a particular possession or antique or treasure, or this can also be spiritual treasure too, as in finally being at peace, feeling like something is sticking around for a long time and isn't going anywhere. Let me see if, but with that one is clover, so you might be coming in for a lucky find where you find hidden treasure somehow, or it's a, what do you call it, treasure hunting, finding a bargain, I guess, or somehow through changing your perspective, releasing the old, which is no longer working, and by taking risks and going towards what you actually want, it's speeding up the process of you being able to bring luck to yourself more than usual. So you may be pleasantly surprised, which is this frog here. You may be surprised by something that leaps into your life that you weren't expecting at all, that ends up to be a great blessing or some kind of a treasure. But this golden palace can be anything, whatever happens to be your golden palace of what would make you truly happy. You know what? Let me read what the little book says about that. This is from the Enchanted Map Oracle, by the way, because it keeps on coming up, so maybe if I say it out loud, it won't need to come back again. Okay. The Golden Palace. There is always enough. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards. But things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. Share the wealth. So there's some kind of good fortune through some treasure, money, something extremely fortunate that is leaping into your life all of a sudden. And it perhaps is something that you have wanted for a long time. But you're willing to take the chance. Things are speeding up now where you have to take action or take risks in going for what you want. And there's some kind of emotional fulfillment here that comes from going with messages or omens, going with how you feel, going with things based from your intuition rather than your knowledge, or critical mind version of looking at things. This feels very instinctual. Okay, let me pick one of these to go with, or to end the reading with. And then I'll see you tomorrow, and the general should be out soon. I'm trying to catch up with a bunch of stuff right now. Okay, be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. This is reminding me of the Golden Palace. They said something about being authentic to your true self, and that's exactly what the Queen of Cups does. She is authentically in touch with her emotions and with who she truly is. And she rides with that energy of being authentic. Interesting. Maybe an old identity or an old way of thinking of yourself is coming to an end. Or an old way of identifying with yourself. An old you is passing away and a new you is emerging, which is much more true to yourself and authentic and brave. Okay, I have to go before the dog breaks your eardrums, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.